Hello YouTube, Dezibahn here, and welcome back to Mechwarrior 5. In the last episode, we lost a significant portion of our, well, everything. One of our pilots was killed, all four of our mechs were completely destroyed, two of our guys were injured, and we ended up spending almost all of our money fixing those back up. In between episodes, I did travel a straight line from Dezibahn down here to Milligan. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Oh crap. I can't just go straight? So I'm going to come down here to this Nagel place. Although, before I do that,
Affirmative, Commander. I'll be in the hangar for pre-drop checklists.
These guys are both pretty injured. So I only have 3 pilots that I can use. So I'm thinking about hiring Benedict here. It's going to be a little expensive, but I need
At your service, Commander.
pilots.
Looking forward to a prosperous partnership.
I cannot justify trying to go into things under-equipped. So we'll travel on down here to this Nagel place. Some of my mechs get fixed up in the process. Now I'm really hurting. All of my mechs. Sweet. So now I'm really hurting for funds. We're about to run out if we don't get something soon. And of course, where I'm at has nothing but a black market. And some halfway decent melee stuff, but nothing that I can really utilize at the moment. Excuse me. Yeah, decent equipment, but nothing that I can really justify purchasing. And there's not... Oh wow, I didn't think there'd be anything on the market. Especially since there's nothing happening here. Alright, so I can't get there. Or there. I'm going to come here, because the difficulty rating is low and I need an easy win. So we're going to jump over here to Savenberg, spend another 100,000 20 days, but such is life. Said something about silver fields discovered, and I don't know what that is. Oh, this conflict zone. Alright, so, see if they've got anything that I would be interested in purchasing. A couple of things, but nothing I can afford. There's a Panther on the market, and I cannot afford a fifth of it at the moment. However, both of its weapons are still intact. That's unusual. That would actually be worth the purchase cost. Alright, well, nothing's going to change until we actually make changes. So... Assassination in a war zone. This... I might take this mission after I do this one. Obviously, the first thing we do is give ourselves some salvage shares. Beef that up. There. Only 9 shares, but that'll give me a cool million C-bills, which will give me a little bit of breathing room, as long as I don't lose all my equipment here. Which, get my enforcer. There we go. Get my enforcer built up here. I'm going to run 2 spiders and a locust this time, because those spiders are a little more durable. Case in point, brand new locust armor is 32, spider's armor is 112. So, the locust is kind of a death trap, not gonna lie. And as such, I'm going to put Benedict in it, because he's got the best missile skill. Ah, crap, I can't use either of these guys. Definitely not using him anyway. I'll throw Yates in that one. I guess we can throw Coates in here. Alright. So, there we go. That'll give us decent firepower. We'll go ahead and ready up and get this thing going. Try to jump straight into it. Get to undo all the damage I did at the end of that last mission, or last video.
Commander, enemy forces will inevitably overrun this area, but we have been tasked with holding them back for as long as possible. We have substantial combat bonus opportunities the longer you can hold them off, but be sure not to overextend yourself.
So these missions are probably more fun and less stressful when you've got bigger lances.
They have detected your presence, Commander. I'm seeing multiple tangos on scope, converging on your current position.
I have a certain number of forces that I have to kill, in this case 10. And then after I kill those 10, everything I kill beyond that becomes bonus money.
Enemy destroyed.
That did not work near as well as I'd hoped. The SRM carrier destroyed. There's the harasser destroyed. They took out the 2 helicopters.
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
I'm actually going to try to get away from all these industrial parts. Okay, that didn't explode. As I mentioned previously, the red pipes tend to be quite explosive. I blew one up a minute ago, if anyone was paying attention to that. And those will cause significant collateral damage.
Commander's target, group up.
Really? There we go. That was a good hit. Ha! Got his torso. There's him down. Focus up on this locust. That was a headshot, so that's not good. Blasted me right in the cockpit with a laser.
New target, locust.
Of course he would stop turning, or stop running right when I go to shoot him. This is why I don't like urban areas. He's just gonna lead me on a damn wild goose chase. I'm never gonna be able to target him because all the fucking buildings. Or, you know, random objects that just get in the way. Yeah, there we go. Run straight down the alleyway. That's exactly what I want you to do. Ah, I knew that was gonna miss. That one, however. That's what I wanted. And I still didn't kill him. There we go. Alright, so I've got 4 more enemies that I need to kill before I can get out of here. And once that happens, I can kill extra enemies for extra pay, but I am, I'm not doing great. My Enforcer has taken some pretty good hits. Yeah, and my large laser is at risk of getting damaged. I'm hoping Crud. Medium. Kill this guy here. We're actually doing pretty good. Albeit my locus is not in the best of shape. I think we might, yeah. All he's got left is that autocannon. Of course I say that and then he smacks me with it. Alright. We get him to focus up on that spider. We will be good to clear out. Sweet. Where's my evac zone? Oh, crap. That was only 2? Ah.
Hostiles are escalating their assault on your position, Commander. Be careful.
Alright, so I gotta survive 2 more enemies, which might be helicopters, or vehicles, or mechs. They're not helicopters, I'll tell you that. 1 vehicle, yeah, 1 vehicle, 1 mech.
Target engaged.
Wow.
Incoming missile. New target.
Coordinate fire on the commander's target.
Okay. That Vindicator's concerning. Alright, there's him gone. I don't have to worry about that. It's 3 on 1. We're all pretty beat up. He's getting there, though. Ow. There we go.
Complete, Commander. When you're ready to leave the fray, hop aboard the ship and we'll get you out of there.
I'm going to go ahead and head towards the ship, because that's not working well for me. Surprisingly, the Locust is still in one piece. I'm just going to hang out here for a second. Actually, no, I'm not. Screw it. I don't need to cheese the system.
Dropship on approach, Commander. Prepare for extraction.
Another vehicle spotted.
Yeah, they just sent a bunch of stuff. That's not a risk I'm going to take. There we go, rank 4, which gives me the ability to use cantinas, which will give me a lot of extra money, depending if I can succeed. So, see, I would love to take this Vindicator, but again, I have 9 shares and it's 15. That would have been perfect. Instead, I'll just have to take a bunch of junk I don't really need. Alright. Yeah, we all survived at least. So we'll hit... That's fixable. Alright, cool. So we'll do repair all. It'll cost us 11 days and a little bit of money. But worth it. Let's see here. Cool. I thought it'd give me an objective talking about the cantinas. Oh, there's a cantina up here. Is it worth 200,000? Yes. That'll give me time to get all my stuff fixed. So, this is the cantina job area. The jobs. So, collect 1 spider. Kill 3 spiders. Collect 8 single heat sinks. These are the objectives I can take here. I could actually complete 2 of these right now. The problem is, I would be getting rid of one of my spiders, which I kind of need. But, that's what I was trying to get back to. I'll need to look and see how many heat sinks I have. So with the collector missions, mech and equipment, I have to give them what they're asking for. And they pay me however much money and whatever else. With the mech hunter, I just have to kill it. And it just says spider, so any variant of the spider would work. For example, if I can click the right button, I've got a 5V and a 5D. I have both of those. I could use either one to complete the collection mission, and I could, if I kill either one of those in the field, it will count towards this. There are some collector missions and hunter missions that have a specific variant, which become a little harder, because, you know, you can find 20 Spider Ds and 0 Spider Vs, and if the 5V is what it's after, you're not going to complete it. So I am going to take this kill 3 spiders, because spiders are very popular, very common, and when I kill them, it will give me a whole bunch of money, and some reputation, and a level 4 LRM-5, and some ammo for it. So, very, very nice payoff for that. I can give him 8 heat sinks, and he will give me 5 heat sinks as a reward. That's dumb. But it's also almost a free 400,000, so I'll probably do that in a second here once I make sure I've got 8. Hey, look, I've got 19, so I'm only going to lose 3. So, we'll go ahead and accept that mission. Do I want to take... This will give me another LRM-5. I'm going to go ahead and take this mission. If I can find another spider for salvage, I'll give it to him. Possibly. I might get rid of my locust and make him wait even longer. And you can always undo, like you can always cancel missions after you take them. so I'm not locked into that forever. So you see how these are green because I can turn them in. This one I am turning in. And because it leveled that up, now I have an upgrade. Longer burn time. So that basically just lets my jump jets work longer. See right there? And I can show you, I'm not going to use that, but I can show you as an example here. Say I wanted to put that on my Enforcer. Gives me 15% burn time for it. If I put it over here, it uses one slot. See, one slot here. And now my jump jet burn time goes from 3.5 seconds all the way up to 4.03. And this, in order to install it, it's going to take me 4 days and cost 42,000 C-bills. These upgrades over here are permanent and infinite, so I can put this one upgrade on every mech I have if I wanted. I would just have to pay the cost and wait the time for every one of them. Each mech has a certain number of slots that they can equip. Usually it's 5 or 6. I think I've seen some that have 7 or 8, and I've seen some that have like 4. It just kind of depends on the mech. And the more useful upgrades tend to be a lot longer to install and a lot more expensive. I have, in the past, spent upgrades on assault class mechs that ended up costing almost as much as the actual mech itself. Alright, so I'm not going to turn in that spider mission. Yeah, those won't refresh for a while. If I turn in that spider mission, I'm going to be down a spider, and that's one of my more usable mechs, so not making that. Of course. I could always... Well, so the problem with this is buying him would be almost 3 million C-bills, and he's only going to pay me... I'm not going to do that. He's only going to pay me 11 million, or 1,100,000, so not worth it to buy that mech, because I'm going to lose a lot of money. So the only reason I would do that would be for the equipment. He doesn't have anything super rare. He's got some very powerful stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's not like lost technology here. Yeah. And here's the mission saying that Cantina jobs are available. Accept that just to clear it out. And we will... A 3-mission operate... difficulty 15. I don't know if I'm equipped for that. Difficulty 20 absolutely wrecked me. We're gonna come on back to Savenberg. Now that we got a little bit of money under our belt. And... I don't have a lot of mechs. I can't remember the Warzone missions. See, the problem with this, it's got a really good payout, but with 2 missions it's back to back. So I'll do 1 mission and then turn right around and do the Warzone, which if my stuff gets severely damaged in the assassination mission, I might not be able to finish the Warzone mission. Screw it. We're gonna try. If I'm lucky, I can fix my stuff in between and they'll postpone the Warzone until it's done. But with a difficulty of 10, this one shouldn't be too bad. And the great thing on this is I get 26 salvage shares and if I don't use all of them on the first mission, they carry over. So I'm actually going to I'm going to do it like this. Assuming I don't burn all of this on my next mission, I can actually renegotiate to get more sea bills at the end of it, so kind of cheesy system, but it's permitted. I really feel like I'm making a mistake doing this, but this is the only option I got. Alright, so this is how we're gonna roll, same as always. Go ahead and ready myself up. And we will see what happens. This may have been a mistake. I feel like I say that a lot.
Our targets have given our employer nothing but problems. We have been hired as a solution. Find them and put them down for good. We'll be on standby to evac you once the job is done.
Okay, I'm going to go for that middle one down there. I feel like that might be the most likely spot. So as always, fair bit of travel before anything happens. Suppose we can run with night vision this run. Sometimes the night vision is just not worth it.
Detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
Target acquired.
Enemy vehicle spotted.
Oh, this one's a bigger risk.
Scrap that one.
That really looked like I hit him. With that autocannon shot.
Target acquired.
Target is done.
I'm guessing that must have been a turret. Check over this way to see if there's salvage available. No, of course not. I was hoping.
Target fuel low.
Alright. Got my guys set to be ordered.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright. Gotta be careful with my autocannon rounds here.
Target
Don't
acquired.
have a huge amount of them.
Target destroyed. Enemy target blackjack.
I don't think that hit him. Definitely told him I'm here though.
Targets are here, Commander. Be careful and take them out quick.
Alright, so that hunchback is my bigger concern at the moment. Although this blackjack is
Target updated.
absolutely insisting on being a problem. So I'm going to take night vision off because I can't see when I'm shooting things. There's half the blackjack taken care of. I'm taking a lot of fire. Panther, no less. Crap. Crap. These SRMs are doing a lot of damage to me. There's all of my armor gone in front. This is going to end poorly for me. I'm not going to survive this, I bet. As my internals are getting wrecked, and I still have a target. Although, getting him in the back like that was effective. Okay, I might actually pull this off. I'm so lucky that he's not using an autocannon 20. But we've got to get him killed quick-like. Stop getting stuck on the terrain here. Can't see anything. Yep. There goes me. Alright, so I'm not going to take control this time. This, I swear, the AI in this game is so dumb.
I trust your judgment, Commander. But be prepared for the Mercenary Review Board to expect an explanation.
Oh, my locus is dead. I should not have waited to abort that. Alright, well, this is going to be where we call this video after we figure out all this. Hey look, I earned nothing. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Cool, Benedict died. Of course he did. So, almost 2 million. Oh look, it's everything I have. That's almost everything I have anyway. Alright, so we'll repair him. Queue it up. Repair him. Repair him. Hold on. Okay. Let's see what happens. So I don't have any LRM ammo either. Of course. Great. Awesome. What a train wreck that was. Yep, I don't have enough money to fix him. Excuse me. So I'm gonna have to cash in the spider. They don't care how beat up they are, fortunately. We'll cash in this one. And that gives me a little extra money. that. And I'll just have to move him up there. Alright, so now I am completely back to where I started, with 2 locusts and a spider. In what is effectively 2 missions, I have undone almost everything that I started with. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna call this episode here. Clearly I probably need to get better at this game before I start trying to take on harder missions. Yeah, I honestly don't know what's going to happen with this series at this point, because it feels like we're just bouncing back and forth between the same 2 or 3 things and accomplishing nothing. If I can get lucky and get a hold of something worthwhile, you know, we might be worth watching, but at this point, I feel like I'm just wasting everyone's time. So, I'm calling this video here, and we will reevaluate. At least I got 5 people still, but we'll reevaluate our mission plan into the next video here. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.